Welcome to tonight's 5 on 5. The guests are Hannah Sohl and Camelia Thorndike. Thank you so much for joining me. You're here to tell me a little about It's a Rogue Thing Bringing Climate Concerns Home. It's an art project. We'll start with you, Hannah. Explain a little bit about this art project.
Okay, so we are working with the Southern Oregon Climate Action Network and other Valley organizations to put together a big day of climate action and a community art project. And so what we're doing is we're having up to 800 and probably even more people decorate these cardboard tiles that are in the shape of homes in response to two questions. What do you love most about the Valley, and what worries you when you think about climate change? And so then we're going to take all these tiles and turn them into a 120-foot long fish, salmon image.
Wow.
To take a picture of and send to our representatives, telling them that we're ready for them to move forward on climate change.
And this climate change, this art project, has a national connection. Tell us about that, Camelia.
Absolutely. So February 17th is the date of the largest, possibly the largest climate action in U.S. history, which is to occur outside the White House. Tens of thousands of people urging President Obama to make good on his promise to move forward on climate, specifically to block the Keystone XL pipeline, which would take tar sands oil from Canada down to Texas. And we have our own pipelines in the Rogue Valley that we might be concerned about in the future too, so we want to really localize the problem and the solutions.
And it came about, this art project was a good way to get people involved. Tell me specifically, how you came out with this idea with the salmon and the cardboard tiles.
Okay. Well, salmon are such an iconic image of the Pacific Northwest. Like, who doesn't like salmon, right? And we really want to start bringing conversations about climate change home to the Rogue Valley, because I think a lot of times we think about climate change as something that's just out. It's such a huge issue. But Camelia and I were talking, and we were talking at some of the Southern Oregon Climate Action Network meetings about how climate change is really impacting us here at home, and we're noticing the impacts. And we decided that it's time to do something, and it's time to start bringing people together creatively to address these problems and really move forward with creative solutions.
Right.
All right, I have a few more questions for you, so stick around. More 5 on 5 right after the break. Welcome back to the 5 on 5. The guests are Hannah Sohl and Camelia Thorndike. We've been talking about this. It's a Rogue Thing Bringing Climate Concerns Home, this art project that coincides with a real national project to bring to light concerns about the environment. And tell us a little more about how people are involved. You are very passionate about this and this project, but how can people get involved? How can people make a difference?
Well, it's so easy to get involved. I'm really excited because this is a creative, fun way to do so. This is a simple cardboard square. Anyone can cut one out, decorate one at home. We'll share the instructions for how to do so. You can come to the event on February 17th and decorate your own there, or host a house party. We also have a lot of classrooms across the Valley participating by making a tile, and then on the back writing why it's important to them for leaders to move forward on climate change, because this is becoming a personal problem.
With some of these tiles, we have this one here. This one's pretty interesting. It's like a fire with different pictures there. And what do we got going on over there?
Well, this one was made by an 8-year-old, and she just decided to take pictures and put what she loves most about the Rogue Valley. I mean, the polar bears, obviously, not the Rogue Valley, but and then this one was made by an older woman, and she also was responding to the same question. What do you love most about about the Rogue Valley, and what worries you most when you think about climate change?
We're seeing a lot about snowpack, about rivers, about quality of life, being healthy, being able to breathe fresh air, and also have kids. And that's something that Hannah and I were talking about on the way over here, is that I, as a third-generation Oregonian, want to be able to raise my kids in the Rogue Valley as my parents and their parents did before then, and what we're looking at are impacts that would make that pretty difficult. So,
all right, everyone's probably excited now. Tell us the specifics of how they can get more information, how they can get involved.
So the best way to get more information quickly would be to look at our Facebook page, which is Rogue Climate Art, and that has continued updates. You can come on February 17th to the Medford Public Library at 1 and join us there. And you can also, how else can you can go to Southern Oregon Climate Action Network's website as well. You can Google that. And we've also been in the Medford Mail Tribune and the Ashland Daily Tidings. Facebook, again, is the quickest way to get a hold of us. But
and you don't have to sign up beforehand. If you get behind, you can just come out to the event February 17th, Medford Public Library at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, and thereafter for the big photo to be taken aerially at the Porter's Restaurant North parking lot.
All right, well, thank you both so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Good luck with the project.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's it for the 5 on 5. More news right after the break.